All right, well, I hit record and I can look at manage participants.
It looks like it's recording, top left of my screen.
Okay. All right, well, I'm recording. So.
All right. See, you'll have the link.
Okay.
Great. Well, hi, Jimmy. I'm Danielle Stroessner for the recording, and I am the part of Page Turner's agent.
Hi, good evening, Daniel. My name is Jimmy Haas, and I am the senior negotiator for Best Books. And I just wanted to tell you that we're thankful for the opportunity to work with you and Ms. Turner going forward. And we're really excited to add someone that such as Ms. Turner, who's got a long-standing history and publishing many successful books over the years, and someone who's a veteran of the industry. So we're looking forward to a successful and mutually beneficial partnership between the two of us, and we're really excited about that. And while in the past we've had some experience signing newer authors, someone with her experience is certainly someone we're looking forward to work with. So we're very excited for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Paige has expressed similar interest, that she's really interested in finding a partnership with a publishing company that is going to have kind of the same interests that she has. And she thinks Best Books is a really good option for her. So I'm really excited to walk through some of these different points, and hopefully we can agree on a lot of them so we get a good contract for both parties.
I think that's a great plan. We look forward to a long run of books and international launch. It's just successful for both of us. So what are the most important items for Ms. Turner?
Yeah, so I would say the way I'm thinking about the 8 different categories, I'm assuming, do you have 8 as well that you're looking at to hammer out today?
Yeah, there's a number of issues we're looking to, that's about the right number, but that's the number of issues we're looking to work out.
Okay, so the way I've been thinking about it is grouping it by finance, distribution, and product creation, and then promotional activities, to kind of say, can we break these up into different topics of discussion? Because some of them kind of go hand in hand. For example, the finance ones, like royalties, advance, contract sign-on, at the end of the day, it's the overall financial package that I think is really important for my interest, at least.
Okay, so the financial package is the big concern for your interest. What just so I'm clear, what you mentioned several different groupings. Is that 4 groupings of 2, or were you mainly looking to group it into finance and the marketing and launch of the books? It's 2 categories of 4.
So I was thinking of 3 categories. So finance, and then more the promotional side, which would be the number of weeks that we have to promote, and the number of book clubs. I think that kind of goes into promotional activities, getting the name of the book out there into the hands of the readers. And then all the other 3, so the number of countries, the number of prints, and the number of books. I thought of that as kind of more of like the creation and distribution category.
Okay.
And I'm comfortable if you want to talk about this in a different way. That's just the way that I've been thinking about it so far.
Well, that's actually that's a really good idea, and that's similar to what I was considering. And obviously some of the most important issues to us at Best Books is obviously the financial side in this, because while we're both near to seek the best deal, we're both trying to obviously we're both trying to make money in this industry.
Yeah.
So how I was looking at it was I actually structured and was trying to come up with some ideas that focused on different financial areas, such as emphasizing the royalties, because the royalty that goes hand in hand to how many of the books are sold.
Yeah.
So for the royalty to be beneficial, you've got to sell books.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's where so it's a slight. I would just my groupings are a little differently, because I feel royalties, while it is a financial, it is directly related to the number of books sold, the number of countries that we launched the book in, the book clubs, and the promotional weeks. And then the other way I was looking at this was just based on the number of books that Ms. Turner has to write, and the number of weeks that she intends to write. and the number of weeks that she's going to be promoting them, that's obviously very time consuming. There's a lot of work in there. And we're trying to also understand how many books Ms. Turner wants to launch, how long she wants to promote them, because that's directly going to relate to the royalty structure.
Absolutely. That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Why don't
So,
you,
I mean, I'm sure we've both read some of Paige's books before. So we know that she is such a fantastic writer. So maybe we kind of start with more of getting it in the hands, like you were saying, like the number of books, the promotional, because that kind of can be where we start, and then back into the finance.
I'm fine with that. So
Yep.
how important is the number of books to Ms. Turner? How many does she intend on writing?
Yeah, so I think she expects to have a really long-lasting partnership with Best Books, but she wants to make sure that the fit is right first. So
Right.
she wants to limit the number of books that she does or commits to at this point in time. She's willing to negotiate that, but she is looking to only sign right now with 2, but willing to go up if there are some other benefits in other places. Because, like I said, she wants to make sure this fit. That's very important to her.
Okay, and then so obviously we're on the other end of that. We're looking for more of a long-term contract with Miss Turner, but again, obviously we want it to be a good fit too, because we would not be looking for a long-term contract with someone we weren't having a positive and successful working with. If we got together and it was not working out, but I think we can probably certainly come to an agreement there.
Yeah.
What was the number of books, and then did you want to?
You mentioned the number of book clubs.
Number of book clubs.
As well, right? Getting the books in the hands of the users.
Okay.
So I guess we would love, the more readers to see this book and to get their hands on it, talking about it as possible.
Absolutely. That's right in line with what we were hoping.
Okay, wonderful. So would you be comfortable with 5 book clubs then?
Yeah, I think that 5 book clubs would be great for us.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, I think it'll be exciting to, maybe we get Oprah Winfrey's book club picking this up.
Yeah, that's the more readers. So, and then hand in hand with that would be the number of countries, because the number of countries we launch, certainly there's going to be some translations that have to occur for the book, and then as a publisher, we'll get involved and make sure that all that's correct. To go hand in hand with the number of book clubs, we would also like the maximum number of countries. So we're hoping for a global launch of Miss Turner's books, because we believe the more people that we get the books in the hands of, the better. And we think that that's a great opportunity for both of us. So we would like to market the book in a minimum of 14 countries.
Yeah, and I think Paige would be excited to, like I said, she loves writing. She loves her work. She wants people to read it. So I think that absolutely makes sense, is 14. I think she'd be thrilled with that number.
Okay. And then, so for the number of print runs of the book, so obviously that's more books on the market. I think that kind of goes hand in hand. It seems like we both got a really common vision and a common goal here, to get the book in as many people's hands as possible. So are you comfortable with the minimum of 5 book print runs?
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I was hoping for. That's wonderful. Great. It makes sense that we have that same goal in mind, and I appreciate the fact that you guys are willing and want Paige to succeed and have that name brand out there. So thank you for that.
It's going to be a lot of work for all parties involved, but I think it's the best path going forward for each of us. So
yeah, so far I absolutely agree. Okay. So I guess the kind of the other topic we haven't talked about that's not related to finance and not related to the number of books is the number of weeks for promotion. So is that a tough sticking point for you guys?
Kind of. How well, because I know that's directly related to the amount of work Miss Turner's going to be performing. There may be a lot of travel in that, so we understand. But again, the number of weeks that we promote the book, it's better for both groups. And then obviously we'll be picking up our end too there with the marketing, and hopefully having a successful marketing campaign for Miss Turner and her line of novels. What number? How long are you hoping that she would promote the book for?
Yeah, so Paige's belief or her take is that her books, if you read them, you know it's written by her. You know that the book is high quality because it is a Page Turner book. And so she does not particularly want to spend all that time on the road. She finds that quite exhausting. So for her, the least amount possible would be better. So more along the lines of the 15. But it sounds like you guys are going more for the 35. Is that about right?
Um,
Number of weeks?
Obviously, we would like the book promoted more, but you are correct that Miss Turner does have a certain style.
How about, here's a proposition. So to work with the number of books and the number of weeks that Paige has to promote the books, instead of spending, or she's willing to spend that time on the road if you guys will also let her during that time maybe write, or while she's on the road, she'll be spending that on the road instead of writing an additional book. So maybe we can agree to, 30 weeks on the road. And maybe, I don't know, what do you think about 3 books? So she'll give you 30 weeks on the road? Because that's about how long it takes her for book writing. It takes a significant amount of time.
That's certainly an appealing offer. Why don't we just leave that one on the, you mind if we circle back to that one and tackle all these financial, or one or two of the financial issues?
Sure. Yep.
So we've had a lot of success signing some newer authors, the high profile authors that have hit the market, and the only sticking point, I don't really believe this would be an issue with Paige. She's kind of a veteran of the industry and she knows how these contracts works. Is we're looking to really just focus on royalties and signing bonuses. Is that in line with what Ms. Turner was expecting?
She definitely is looking in line with the royalty aspect. She would prefer to have the advance over the signing bonus.
So an advance vice a signing bonus?
So she, of course, still wants to have the contract signing bonus as well as the advance, but the advance is more important than I would say the signing bonus. So I would appreciate if we could do the royalties with the advance being more important than the contract signing. Because the contract signing, she kind of sees that as something that all publishers are going to offer, no matter where she goes. So the advance, though, is something that she's more interested in making sure that she has up front.
Okay. So she's expecting a fairly common signing bonus. What kind of signing bonus are you expecting, or is Ms. Turner expecting?
Yeah, so she's expecting as much, obviously, as possible. Hoping for the 50,000 is her target.
What was she hoping for with an advance?
So I would say if the 50,000 for the signing bonus is achieved, then a $45,000 advance would be ideal.
And then what's she looking for on the royalty side?
I guess what are you guys willing to offer there? Because it sounds like we're in agreement. We want the book to sell more. And
then so how we're considering it is obviously the more books get sold, the more money is made, and that's really where we're trying to focus as Best Books, is making the profits from the book.
Okay.
And so if we seem to be in alignment there, but if we were to, that would involve giving Miss Turner a significant royalty, which we're willing to do, but we've got a gap with the dollar amount on the signing bonus and the advance.
Okay.
So
okay. So
you understand what I'm saying? Like we're hoping to make the money from the book instead of the large signing bonus and the advance. And we're not opposed to those per se. But at the same time, the 50,000, that's nearly $100,000 up front before we even launch a book.
Fair. Okay. So what would you guys be willing to offer? What do you guys think? What do you think is fair?
And we were wanting to. We were really wanting to focus on just offering a signing bonus with no advance. And if we were willing to do that, I could offer our maximum signing bonus that we offer to all of our well, to be honest, we don't offer the maximum signing bonus to the newer authors until they've had some success.
Fair.
But I could be willing to offer the maximum signing bonus at the expense of no advance.
Okay, so I know for a fact Paige is not going to accept that.
Okay.
The advance is important to her. So maybe there's a way that we can negotiate somewhere closer to the middle here.
Okay. What if we were to look at it as a dollar amount?
Okay.
Regardless of signing bonus or advance, because either way, it's money that comes up front, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And your initial expectation was around $95,000.
Yep.
Is that fair?
Yep, about 195 to 100. Yep.
Right. So, and that's so if we're looking to meet in the middle on that, 50,000 is above the.
But that's something that Paige can kind of get from any of the publishers out there. She needs some sort of incentive that she's willing to come to you guys, because the finance is going to be her incentive. That's going to be what distinguishes best books in her mind. And I mean, if that's a sticking point, maybe there's other areas where she can kind of give up a little bit more, if you're interested in another area.
Well, so I think I've got an idea here. If we were to offer something in the line of our typical signing bonus that we offer to most of our offers, our other offers, or excuse me, our other authors, in the $30,000 range, we could also offer Miss Turner an advance of $30,000. But with that would come a royalty amount of 5%.
Yeah, it's not going to. Yeah, she's not going to want to accept that.
Which is the sticking point there? The advance, the signing bonus, the royalty?
So I would say those three are pretty much equally weighted, with the advance being slightly more important. So they are, I would say, all of them to her are equally important, because she is she knows she's a best-selling author, and she wants to make sure she's being financially comped for that. So what if we could come back with a 13% royalty, $30,000 contract signing bonus, and $45,000 advance, and then we would be willing to also flex a little bit on the number of weeks that Paige has to promote the books.
Could you say that again for me real quick? You
Sure.
said $30,000 signing bonus.
Yep. $45,000 advance and 13% royalties.
Excuse me. Okay, so this is what I think would be a good offer for us.
Okay.
We've got to make up some ground on the royalty. So I will agree to the advance and the signing bonus, but we've got to get the royalty down to 7%. That's more in line with our, because that's originally we were at 95 and we're at 75,000 total dollars now. So we're over 80% of the way towards what Miss Turner's original goal was.
Okay.
And that gets the royalty at 7%. And then with that, we would be willing to accept the 30-week promotional run of books.
So I would say, so give me just 1 second. Okay. So I would say I am comfortable with that if we can go with 3 books, because with that low royalty, I just don't know if Paige is going to want to kind of sign up for a lot right away before being fully confident in the relationship.
Okay, so just so I'm clear on all the terms we've and again, just because we've kind of
we're jumping around. Absolutely, let's iron them out. Yep.
So we've agreed on the 7% royalty.
Okay.
We've also agreed on a $30,000 signing bonus.
Yep.
We have agreed on 5 print runs.
Yep.
30 promotional weeks with 3 books.
30 and 3 books. Okay.
And a $45,000 advance.
Yep.
With a minimum of 14 countries and a minimum of 5 book clubs.
Yep. That is what I also have listed. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's a good relationship. I feel like it's a great offer for both of us, and we at Best Books would be excited to have an offer like this with Miss Turner, and so that sounds great to us, and hopefully that can create a long lasting relationship with us, and we can continue to be successful together. So.
Yep, I do agree. I think that Paige will be very happy with this deal, and hopefully all goes smoothly during this term, and we can renew for some more books in the future.
Okay, well, I guess we can send over some paperwork and finalize everything.
Absolutely. Let's get some signatures on the forms, and we'll be good to go.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Great. Thanks, Jimmy.
All right. Bye-bye.